Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now let's talk to you today about why property investing is not dead and why I still think it's very, very good and you can make some good money for yourself. Now, this channel is all about my journey on my investing portfolio and I'm documenting everything to hold me accountable, but I also want to show you that I'm building a portfolio for my two daughters. We've got Georgia, who's 21. We just bought a house in Doncaster. We're buying another property at the moment, and we're building a portfolio for my baby, Emily. Now, you can join us on this journey by taking that finger of power, smashing that subscribe button over there, and hitting the bell notification. You can see all the videos of where we purchased at auction, updates on how it's going, and everything in between. So make sure that you join us on this journey. Now, as I said, my name's James Nicholson, and this video I want to talk about why property investing is not dead. Because my friends that aren't property investors, all they're saying to me at the moment is you're mad to buy deals at the moment because the market's going to crash. You're going to be in negative equity. It's going to be really, really stressful. Don't do it. Why would you want to be a landlord? And you know what? That's fine because I want them to be investors as well, but they're just not interested. And I think that property investing is better than any time it's ever been because now interest rates are still very low. You see, the perception amongst everyone is that interest rates have gone up so much that it can't be affordable to be an investor. But the fact is, rates are still at the lowest, some of the lowest that they've ever been. And so if you buy a deal today, you can hold that property for years from now and get it on a 5-year fixed rate, which will give you that security that that investment is going to be affordable for a long time. Now, other friends of mine are saying, well, the market's going to crash. Yes, possibly the market will crash. And so would I rather buy a house at 50 grand or 100 grand? Of course, I'd rather buy it at 50 grand. But when you use the right strategy for your deals, you kind of get all your money back or most of your money back out, then you're fine and you're protected in that instance. And so interest rates might go up, markets might crash. And so I've looked at the numbers, and if you look at some of my other videos, I've gone into detail on the numbers. And if you look at the market today, it's better to buy a 100 grand house at a 3% interest rate than a £75,000 house at a 5% interest rate. And so right now, buy-to-let is great, but you should be looking at other strategies to make it so your investments are secure. So what could you be doing to make sure that you are going to be protected as an investor? Now, I believe strongly in the strategy called the buy, refurbish, refinance, rent strategy. And that's where you buy a property below market value. How do you get one of those? Well, you're going to look at things like auctions. You're going to look at people that have got a chain and they're stuck because someone else has just dropped out, and you can swoop in and they're willing to take a lower offer just so they can buy the next property that they're looking to do. You can look at people that have had someone maybe die potentially and they inherited a house and they just want to get the money fast into their bank, and so they will sell at a reduced rate to get that cash. That can be a good person as well. Maybe there's someone that's got a lot of debt, and so they're going to sell the house regardless of whether it's to you or someone else, just to pay off all their credit cards and become debt free and start again, right? There's tons of reasons why people would sell below market value, and it's your job to find those people and get educated on where you can find them and how you can do that. For me, I use auctions. Now, you buy that property below market value. I've just bought one, and that property that I bought was disgusting. Horrible kitchen, sticky carpet, bathroom was a disgrace, horrible curtains. Like, it couldn't have been much worse if it tried. We've refurbished it, we've taken everything out, we've replastered. Smells wonderful now because it didn't smell great when we got it. So it's beautiful place now. So it's been replastered, carpeted, windows painted, new bathroom, new kitchen, landscape gardens at the front and back. It just looks like a totally different house. And so then you go to the bank and you say, look, I've upped the value of the house by doing this work, and they will revalue it and give you a mortgage dependent on what the new value is. Now, what that does is it helps you get your money back. And so when you can get your money back out of the deal, then you can go and do another deal. And so those are the sorts of deals that are working in today's market. Other strategies that can be very good, regardless of what's happening in the market, is rent to rent. And that's where you can rent a property. I do this in London. I rent a property and we rent it out on Airbnb, right? Really nice house, not a house, it's a flat, a really nice refurbished flat. It looks like brand new inside, but it's a very old building, nice character building right near Tower Hill. And that rents out on Airbnb. We've got an agency that manages that. I don't even know what goes on our occupancy levels because the agency do it for us. And then we get a check or payment into our bank as we would with an estate agent. It's very hands-off investing. And so those sorts of deals will be fine too. So where you can rent somewhere and then rent it out as an HMO as long as you've got your approval, and all of that stuff works very well. You can do rent to serviced accommodation. That works very well. Other strategies that you could use in this market is the lease option, and that's where you agree a price and you secure a price today, but you pay them in around 7 years from now. Now, why would they do that? Because maybe they're going to get repossessed. You're going to take on the mortgage payments. Maybe you clear the arrears for them. You stop them getting repossessed. That moves you forward in a really powerful position that you then control the property and you allow the market to catch back up, and then you buy it off them when you're ready, and then you've built some equity in that property straight away. So that's another strategy that you can use to be really, really successful in property, right? And so there's multiple strategies that are out there, and we're using different ones, and we have different tools in our toolbox to get deals done. And that's what I want you to really understand. It doesn't matter what's going on in the market. Some strategies might not work. I've just made a video where I think normal buy-to-lets are a little risky at the moment. And I also think flipping property is a little risky at the moment because you might get a market drop, could drop 10% in the time that you're doing the flip, and then the numbers just don't stack up, or it takes ages to sell the house. And so that strategy probably isn't going to be great in 2022 at the end of it, or 2023, but it will come back. And in a rising market, which we've had, it's been very successful for a lot of people. So that's what we've got to do as investors. We've got to pivot and change. There are lots of different strategies that you can use. So is property investing dead? Totally not. I think it's a very strong strategy, and I think you guys should be looking at doing more investment deals, but just learning the right way. Now, I want you guys to really get to know us a little bit better. So I've made a Facebook group, and you can join that for free in the description below. So do that now. Give us a like on the video, subscribe if you didn't, and go and check out this video here. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.